folks, welcome back to Medieval Dynasty. This is DarkerSkye. So spring has sprung. I've been just letting the village do its thing. I've been helpfully collecting sticks and things so that they can make different, they can do their crafting and whatnot. And I've just been kind of wandering around. I don't think I've done anything much today. So uh, I still need to go pay my taxes. Haven't done that yet. And we're still working on the Cold War challenge. And honestly, I don't know that I'm gonna beat that one. It's the wool is the problem. I'm just not making enough of it. Um, so we'll see. We'll see. Anywho, but my goal today is to um, pay the taxes, try to finish the Cold War, and yeah, that's those are my only goals. Anything else is a bonus. I think there are some repairs that need to be made around the village, and I'll probably do those as I go, here and there. I did put in some new fields. I don't know if I showed these to you last time or not, or if I did them off camera. I can't remember. But I put in some fields over here, um, and the field workers helpfully worked them for me. This will be the new wheat field, and I know it's only got like two patches, but I think it's just because I didn't have enough grain. Um, as you can see, we have plenty of fertilizer. Oh my gosh, do we ever have plenty of fertilizer? These other fields aren't marked off to be anything yet. I just kind of dropped them in to see what they would look like. Um, and I may get rid of like this little strip. Uh, who needs it, right? Or I think the thing was that this was supposed to be a thing, but I couldn't. There's something in the way, so anyway, I don't know. Yeah. But anyway, I dropped in some fields over here. These will be thinking along the lines of these being grain fields, so wheat, oats, flax, rye, that sort of thing. And then I'll put the vegetable fields. Those will be those small ones over there inside the village. I also started putting in the palisade. I don't remember if I showed that to you either. But anyway, there's some more of it behind, yeah, back there, if you can see. I just have to finish wrapping it around, but it takes sticks, and right now I need sticks for something else, so I'm letting that go. Yeah, and our resource storage is always full. It's always filling up with something, so I've got my logs and straw, which I know this doesn't make a lot of sense because straw doesn't take up much space at all, but I had so much of it, I just had to get it out of there. I couldn't leave it. Um, limestone, I think I put rocks over here. Yeah, stone over here. Planks are here. You can't see them very well though. I put firewood in the individual cabins um, because I wanted them to use it. Like I said, I have a place for them. So whenever it gets to a point where the storage is full, I just start taking stuff out and tossing it on the ground. Ugh. And we had some people come off maternity leave too. I forget who it was, but I've already assigned them to working in the fields. So that's good. And it's kind of necessary since I added the larger field out there that needs to be worked in addition to these up here. And our kids are not babies anymore. We have some children running around as opposed to toddlers. So that's cool. I can't wait for them to be teenagers. I think a teenager can work. I don't know, but I think they can. That would be something. And I'm gonna have to sell some of this meat. I have salt coming in. I don't know what's going on with my hunting shed. It's not producing. I changed up the stuff a while back and I don't know what I did there. I have a gatherer. She's supposed to be gathering berries. I don't see any berries. I don't know. Maybe she doesn't gather them until they're ripe. I honestly don't remember. All right. So while I'm waiting around on those money makers to happen, I might as well go ahead and finish building things that um, are in place and don't require sticks, especially since that can only help our storage issues. Actually, storage problems, and I call them problems, they're not really that bad. They're just, accumulation of stone and logs and things. And I could turn all of that production down, but as soon as I do, I need it again. So, right, it is the third day of the season, so it is the last day to pay taxes. So today is the day. I need to gather up everything, every item I can sell, and take it to town to pay taxes. I can't help but feel this is somehow not that far off from how things were, too. What can I sell to pay these taxes so the land doesn't get taken away from me? It seems like a real problem that people would have had. Hello. Would you like some more fertilizer? There we go. Thank you. I'll go now. Go pay my taxes. I wonder if I can do partial credit on this challenge. Probably not. See what he says. Yeah, no such luck. Hello. Yes, here you go. Taxes paid. Alright, it's time to talk to Sambor. Aha. Hi. There are rumors you're looking for me. What is it about? Sit down and listen. You might not want to hear what I have to say. Uh, I'm perfectly fine standing. What is it? Are you worried that I hunt all your game? I am such an ass. Don't be stupid. It is our game. And you couldn't hunt in a year what I track and kill in a month. Okay, sure. So what is it? I see you hanging around with and working for Unigas. Truth be told, that would be enough to never talk to you again. But the folk around here says you're a good man, just like your uncle. You shouldn't share his fate. Why would you say that? Because I believe you're better than Unigas, perhaps even as good and honest as your uncle was. Do you understand? I'm not sure if I like where this is going. What do you have to tell me? When I was a much younger man, a few years before you came here and a few months before your uncle died, I had a strange visitor here. It was late at night and he sneaked up on me, successfully. On you? Seriously? Yes. I wasn't that experienced back then, but still, this guy gave me the creeps. He was tall, had long black hair, and a huge scar from forehead to chin, around 10 years older than me, and 10 times more scary. Which is a lot. I know, I know. I'm not the most pleasant type to be around, but I am neither a thief nor a murderer, and that was exactly what I told Scarface back then, although I admit my voice was shaking and my feet were trembling. What did he want? He wanted to hire me to kill Iordan. He told me that your uncle was on some kind of crazy trading trek, all the way to the Germans, and would be crossing the southern boundaries of our valleys 2 days later. And there he wanted me to put an arrow in his back, shot from the darkness of the woods. It would have looked like a hunting accident, or what? A henchman was after my uncle? Why didn't you warn him? I swear by the old gods and the spirits of the forest, I tried. First I thought he would kill me. Then he just warned me to keep my mouth shut and disappeared. With the first light of the new morning, I ran to Gastovia, always looking over my shoulder to alert the Castellan. And then I didn't even make it to the village, to be honest. When I approached the river, I saw two men on the road to Danica. One of them was the visitor from the night before, and the other one, yes, Unigast. They thought to be hidden from everyone's eyes, and a bag of coins went from Unigast to the stranger. He had a horse, a giant Pinsgauer, that carried him faster than any man could follow. I tried to make it south in time, but you came too late. Yes. It took me the better part of the day, and when I made it around halfway between Lesnica and the southern lake, I already saw the trek. Carts pushed over, oxen roaming around or caught in the leather trying to get away. No one was alive, and I retreated back into the woods, afraid of being accused. So that's why you distrust and despise Unigast. But why didn't you alert the authorities? There must be a steward in the next city. And whom would he believe? My word against that of the Castellan. Aside of that, I have no proof. I mean, we can't be entirely sure he paid off the henchman for the assault, but as Iordan had no wife, no children here, all of his belongings fell to the Castellan. He sold off the buildings, cashed in the goods your uncle had stored. We still have no proof. You don't believe me? Oh, I do believe you. Some of Unigast's behavior suddenly makes sense to me, but still, I'm in the same position as you were. No, you are not. I was always a loner, an outcast. You have earned a lot of respect around here. People trust you. I could simply kill Unigast. But how would I get Unigast punished? Let's do that. You could not confront him directly. Don't forget, he commands the watch. That I gathered. True that. But you still need proof or witness. When I approached the remains of your uncle's trek, I had the slight feeling there was someone else in the woods. I kept telling myself it was just my imagination, but now that I think of it, who's the only other hunter around here that could match my sneaking? Gisela. Exactly. But we don't know if she was actually a witness or if she had taken the job I refused. I will find out. All right, so talk to Gisela. Here we go. This is gonna be fun, y'all. Okay, where is she? Gisela. I like how I'm just running around the world, like confronting murderers and stuff. Gisela, we have to talk. Yeah, what is it this time? More taxes for Unigast? Um, I wouldn't dare ask for more right now, but I want to know what happened to my uncle, and rumor has it you can help me. Why would you say that? Because you were in the woods when it happened. You might have seen what happened. Look, Iordan was a good man. Do you think he deserved his fate? No, of course not. His death was a loss for all of us, except for the one who wanted it, except for the one I saw back then. A name, please, and your promise you will witness in front of the king's men if needed. Please understand I have to protect my family. I can't tell before you make sure we're safe. You have my word. I can put up a good fight if needed, although I don't want to. If push comes to shove, I have Sambor's bow, too. That that is unexpected, but good. Still, we live here a remote life. We need to be able to protect ourselves. I can hold off some thugs. My husband is still strong for his age, but my children are fully grown adults now, unless you haven't noticed. Maybe, but they never picked up my archery skills. If we have to post guards, they need a weapon both foolproof and reliable. Bring me 2 crossbows and 20 iron bolts, and I will tell you what I know. Fair enough, you shall have your weapons. Okay, so I need to go. Um, I'm out of money, I think. So I need to go make them, and that should be fine. Let me see. Do I have bolts on my tech? I don't know if I do. Because I don't use crossbows yet, so. Can I even make crossbows? Yes, I can. If I have the money for it. Iron bolts. Alright, so she wants, let's see, a stick, iron, leather, yeah. Okay. And, yeah, none of that's a problem. It's just unlocking them. 2 crossbows and 20 iron bolts. Right. Okay, back to the village to make these things. Well, to make the money to make these things. That's fine. I can do it. We can do it. We're about to change seasons, so that'll mean that my neighbors will have money again, and I'll be able to sell them all the things that we made while I've been out wandering around. So that's good. That's good. That's good. Let's do it. The kingdom is preparing for war, and so with the king's decree, taxes have been raised. Hopefully, tensions will fall and these taxes won't last long. I hate taxes. Taxes increased by 20%. Surely the king can give us some breaks. Tax increased by 10%, minus 500 dynasty rep. Oh, come on. I'm trying to grow my dynasty rep. I'm not paying that. Minus 1,000 dynasty rep. Oh, geez. Or send a letter to the king. Taxes increased by 15. Except that I can't do that because probably I don't have high enough diplomacy. Fantastic. I don't know. I mean, money is kind of easy to come by, but 20%, what do you think? Yikes. Okay, I don't know if it's worth the dynasty rep. The dynasty rep's way harder to get. I'm gonna pay the money. To death and taxes. That is true. That is true. Okay, and have I failed? I did. I failed the Cold War. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. Okay, well, that's alright. I'll just sell the items I've picked up for that so far. I mean, the king's overtaxing me. He can use that tax money to buy some clothes. He doesn't need me to provide him shit anyway. Dang. Thank you, Norbert. I'll go now. Okay. Let's go ahead and buy the tech that we need, which is the crossbow and the iron bolts. Now, what do we need to make these? Logs, threads, leather, iron, stick, iron. Yeah, we've got that. We're good. I'm confused. The animation ran out before the crafting did. Okay. I guess we're good. That was odd though. Gisela! Here are your crossbows. Simple enough to be fired by everyone and as lethal as one of your best bows, and 20 iron bolts as promised. Tell me what you know. Alright, but keep it to yourself for now. I was indeed hunting near the place where your uncle got killed. I heard the screams, the sounds of fights, and I cautiously moved closer. While I couldn't see who did the actual killing, I saw Unigos going through your Iordan's belongings before retreating back along the path and sending forth one of his aides to discover the scene. You are entirely sure about that? Yes, I swear. Unigos may not have killed your uncle, but he for sure robbed him after his death. Would you swear that in front of a justice of the peace too? No, not with Unigos commanding his own militia, unless you can get them to be on your side, or at least to stand down. And how should I do that? Talk to Jan. Talk to Jan. He might be sometimes foolish, sometimes full of himself, but his heart is in the right spot, and the others in the watch respect him. If you have Jan on your side, you can challenge Unigast. I will talk to him. I made a bunch of trouble for myself, didn't I? Doing everything you guys wanted me to do. And see, Jan is in Hornica. Oh my. Okay, let's go do this. Jan, 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 Jan. Hello, Jan. Still the strongest man in Hornica, I see. And beyond. How can I help you, my friend? Let's see. Okay. Um, which one? I'm on a quest for justice or semi-official? How about I am on a quest for justice, and I need your strong arm on my side. You have my attention. What's your problem? I've stumbled across an old unsolved mystery. Actually, even a crime that needs to be put to justice. A murderer, to be precise. Who was murdered and by whom? My uncle a long time ago, as you know. The new information is that he was killed by a henchman paid by Unigast. No way! Do you have some proof for that? Two witnesses, one respected and well known, the other feared and well known, but they are reliable. This is madness. What do you expect me to do? You know Unigast is the Castellan, the most powerful man in the valley, the right hand of the king around here. Okay, so my options are do nothing or protect the witnesses and not Unigast. So the witnesses they're both pretty tough. Decisions. I know. For now, it is good enough if you do nothing and don't help Unigast once I officially raise the accusations. Of course, you have my word. And I know it's worth. Thank you, Jan. Okay. So, Jan will do nothing. That's actually. Did I do this? I must have at some point, right? Sorry, folks. I didn't mean to just leave a log laying in your village. Oh well. Let's go see Gisela. But why would Unigast kill my uncle? Iordan. So Iordan was making a long distance trade route and Unigast killed him for it? That doesn't make any sense. He could tax the shit out of that thing, you know? Like import taxes or something? Sales tax? I don't know. Customs? Surely there was a way to make money off of such a thing. Maybe he wanted to take over the trade for himself. But this is what I'm talking about. I want to be able to trade with other places, right? We could make lots and lots of goods and buy them up from all the different towns and get a wagon and put them in there and send them off. And where are these oxen? He had oxen? Well, where are they? I've not seen any. I've not seen any oxen around here. Just some bulls with udders. I love that though. I know they'll fix it eventually. Hey, Gisela. Good news. Jan and the Watch will not protect Unigast, but you and your family if needed. That's a relief, and I'm glad that my judgment about Jan was right. You have me as witness. But out of curiosity, how did you know I was around when your uncle died? You owe me that now. I cannot tell you his name, but I can tell you he actually had a suspicion you were the murderer. Not a strong one, but still, do I want to say that? I don't know if I want to give him the name. Uh, what a pile of dung. I would never aim my arrow at a fellow human. Geez, sorry. I will. Actually, I will right now. He needs to know the truth, too. Alright, off to Sambor. Holy crap, there's two of them. There's three of them. There's three of them, and they're all howling at me. Dang it, I'm not ready for this. Sambor. Gisela didn't do it, as I expected, to be honest. Also, she didn't see the murder itself. However, she is willing to witness that Unigas went through the belongings after my uncle was killed. Good. I mean, not good enough to hang him, but he's done. if that gets spread through the village unless the Watch has his back, and the Watch is on my side, or at least neutral. Still, Unigas is dangerous, and when pushed to the limit, capable of anything. You have to be really careful how you pursue justice now. Any suggestions? Several. The easiest would be to challenge and fight him, kill him, or put him in shackles. Doesn't really matter, and then bring forth your witness. Iordan was beloved and respected. Unigas is neither. You can expect a cheering crowd making you the new Castellan. Beating up or even killing an old man. Come on, Sambor, you know I don't want to do that. Yes, and that makes you the better man. Hard to hate, even for me. Your other options are to confront him, scare the hell out of him, make him leave the valley, or blackmail him to do so. I think I could do that. He is an old man, having to leave everything behind he's worked for, stolen, and embezzled. I believe this is punishment enough. That's the judgment and justice of a true leader. You have my full support when you do that. Wait a second. Leader? And was that about me becoming the new Castellan? I don't want that position. Uh, and that's exactly the reason why you're the best man for it. Face the truth. You've been visiting all the villages and settlements for many years now. You know the people, you've earned their trust. You're Jordan's heir. Of course they will put your name forth. It doesn't matter what the people put forth. It is the king who decides, well, or at least a steward or baron acting in his name. True that, but your uncle was popular in the cities. His name had quite some value, even at court. For the king, you are the best choice as the next tax collector and peacekeeper around here. At least that will give me a reason to keep disliking you. Or to pretend not liking me, grumpy man. Ha, don't you have a Castellan to depose? Uh, yes, I have. Thank you, Samor, for everything. Okay, does that mean that I'm going to have to. Does this mean now that I'm going to have to go through every spring and collect taxes and deliver them somewhere after this? Oh, well, that's cool. I mean, that's cool. I still have to pay my taxes, presumably, but that's interesting. Okay, all right, all right, all right. Okay, maybe this is like ongoing story. You have to keep tax rates down or deal with village problems. Oh, but the king hates me because I keep failing his challenges. Okay, let's see what happens. Hello, we have to talk. About what? About your retirement and your sudden wish to spend your last days either in the south, in the warmth, or in the prison in the next town. What the hell are you talking about? I know that you had my uncle killed. You wanted his wealth, his buildings, his gold. You hired an assassin, and. Are you out of your mind? Stop spreading such ridiculous lies. I have two witnesses. One saw you paying the henchman, the other how you stole from Jordan's corpse. I don't have to listen to this nonsense. Watchmen, watch! The watch won't help you, old man. They serve the villagers, not you. I am the Castellan. I spit on your witnesses. I am the voice of the king around here. You have no power to depose me, no say in my actions. Okay, do I lie? I think I'm gonna lie. See, you were the voice of the king. I sent a letter to the court describing your involvement in Jordan's death, and more important, all the details about how you withheld taxes and kept them for yourself. You, you are lying. You can't even write. No, I can't. I can't? Why can't I? But the provost of the monastery in the north was very helpful, especially after I donated some coins for their roof. Jordan was a fool, so wealthy, so rich, and no children to inherit. I put his wealth to better use for all of us. No, you put it to your use. We all are better off without you. Come on, justice is waiting. You can't do that. This is a death sentence. And I am not a murderer like you. That's why I offer you a last chance. One horse, as much goods and coins as you can carry on it, and be gone by the end of the day. Do you understand? So be it. You win. Wise choice. If we see you around here ever again, you are done. Wow. Bye, dude. Oh, woot. Is that it? It's all done and over? Journal. No more quests. Uh-oh. There's a new person. Is this the tax guy now? Yeah, he now carries the things that Unigos used to carry. Sell those. Sell those. And I guess that's who he's got the little marker that Unigos used to have. Okay, well, nothing changed. No one voted me Castellan or anything. The king hates me, so that's probably what happened there. But yeah, the story is over officially, so now it's just me and my village and my legacy, I guess. My dynasty. And the king, of course. I have to deal with the king. Ah, okay. Well, I think I'm gonna leave it there, though. That was a lot to accomplish, and I feel like I made a major leap in the story, um, in the game. And there was all this talk of me being like the Castellan, but then I'm not. Nothing happened. So there's some dude in the village who's gonna collect taxes, probably, I assume. So yeah, huh. We'll see what happens in the spring. So wow, you guys, the Castellan is gone. Uh, it appears that I'm supposed to be voted in, or Rasimir is, although there's no indication that that happens. I don't know if that's something future or if it's just a open-ended thing. I don't know, but that was something. So I'm going to leave it here, and then we'll pick up in the next episode, continuing our quest for money so we can get horses, and our quest for Dynasty reps so that we can get more people. And also, this last quest made me think, right? Um, if the king's uh, goodwill is required to like and it sounded like it was, the king you would make the obvious choice. Excuse me, I've got yawns. But you would make the obvious choice for the king, then that challenge reputation is going to matter. So, yeah, failing challenges is probably a really bad thing. But some of those challenges, I mean, the challenges are hard. I mean, at least hard for me because I don't have everything together. It's probably easy for people who have their stuff together. But anyway, I think it's hard to come up with that stuff. So we'll see. Anyway, and if you don't accept the challenge, you get a bad reputation. If you accept it and you fail it, you get a bad reputation. Um, but I think it's worse if you take it and fail than if you don't take it at all. So, um, yeah, just bear that in mind. I know I will be. So thank you so much for watching. If you haven't yet, please remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.